I will walk you through Creator Flow platform and share everything what you need to know in order to get started. Plus, we're going to cover topics like templates, insights, and how to create new automation. So once you create your Creator Flow account, you always land on a home page. Here, depending if you're a new user already using Creator Flow for a while and you have automations, you will see performance snapshot. In this case, as you can see here from the last 7 days, and I see data points like DM sent, links click, leads collected, etc. Plus, you can see your active automations. In this case, I have like 10 active automations, and each automation has specific metrics like DMs, clicks, click-through rate, and status. So basically, I know which automation is live or not. Also, if you want edit automation or duplicate, you don't need to recreate each time. You can do that as well. Now, before going to new automations, I will share with you a couple more interesting things. The first one is templates. So the templates essentially are pre-built automations, and you can use them for inspiration or to save time, or actually both. So in this case, you have like multiple automations depending on a objective that you have. For example, send a discount code or share affiliate link or simply send a link on a keyword. If you're just getting started or you want to just go straight forward with the, let's say, easiest automations, I would just go with the popular. And here you see send link on a keyword, send link on a story, require follow before link, or auto reply to DMs. Most popular, and definitely you saw already on Instagram, then for example, then a creator says comment X and I will send you Y, is this one, send link on a keyword. So when someone comments a keyword, they will get a link from you. Then another thing what I wanted to share with you is my content. Here you see posts and reels and stories. In this case, let's go to posts and reels. And here, assuming that you already connected your Instagram account, or you can just refresh if you don't see the latest post, you will see the latest post from your Instagram in this beautiful carousel, as well as automations for each, let's say, post with the views, likes, comments, DM, clicks, click-through rate, etc. Why I like this view is, like, for example, you want to create a automation, but you do remember like which post, all the posts, etc. So you don't need to go to Instagram. You just scroll here, find the post that you want, you click setup automation, and you can create automation. And the last thing before sharing how to create new automation is analytics. Here you will go to overview and you will see key insights or key metrics from all your automations like DM send, links click, leads captured, etc. But I think the most important thing, what will be interesting, is engagement trends. So basically what it means, you can see per hour or per day when is the peak of your automations. If you know that, for example, hourly DM sent or hourly links clicked, you know when is the best time to post or share your automation to get the best results. On top of that, you have geographical distribution, basically, which means that you know from which cities or countries you have the most DMs clicked, which also kind of helps you to tailor your automation. Now, once we covered already home, templates, my content, and analytics, I will share with you how to create the new automation. As I mentioned, there's multiple ways, but let's start with the easiest one, is new, by clicking just simply new automation. Once you do that, you will see a template picker. Here, you will be presented with several templates, the ones that I introduced a minute ago, or you can just select build your own, meaning that you can create by yourself from scratch. In this case, because I already know what I want to create, I will go with the most popular automation, which is send a link on a keyword, right? In order to use it, I will click use template. Once you do that, you will land on automation preview screen. And I will do like very quick overview. So what you see here essentially is a mobile mockup or preview of your automation with the several options selected, and you will understand why it's important. So for example, you have post, comments, and DMs, right? You have that because you have a like preview how the all experience will look like. Now, each automation, you will need to select post or reel or story that you want to set up automation. In this case, for example's sake, I will select this post, right? And as you can see already, what would be experience. Once I selected a specific post, I can then define which keyword I want to use in order to activate the automation. In this case, it was a link, but I didn't like it. Let's say demo, right? So I have a keyword. So basically what it means, then when someone on this specific post comments demo, the automation will be triggered. And in order to have a better engagement, I will toggle this part. So basically reply to the comments in the post. It means that when someone comments demo, I want to reply. So in this case, I could reply, thanks, right? Or that would not sound like a bot. I will add more variations. Variations means that every time someone types demo, they're gonna receive a reply one of his three messages. So for example, I have three options. So right, I will select one of the templates. There you go. And I will do another one. Check your DMs. All right. Then is that you can select one of optional things. So basically, first one is an opening the send initial message before the main content. So for example, if I toggle, I see already preview. So here you can see like, hey, thanks for your comment. I'm glad you're interested, etc. You can completely update this opening message, whatever you want. You can delete this, whatever you prefer. Okay. What is key important to know that you can select only these conditions. So here, what we just covered, it was opening the right. Another one is asking to follow before we get the link. So if I toggle, you will see how it's going to look. Again, I can update this copy, but it works like this. Hey, before I send you a link, could you follow me? It helps to grow and share amazing content. And when you have call to action button, if we click, we go to the profile and hopefully they follow. And once they do that, you will send the final message and the link. Out of these three options is ask a email. So in this case, kind of the same workflow, but you just ask an email, and all emails you collect goes to the contacts, which you can later export to as CSV file. So in this case, I will ask to follow before I share the final link. And the last step, what you need to do is basically provide the link and a follow message. So in this case, I have default message because I'm using a template, but say this one, right? Your free guide is ready. Enjoy. Let me know what you think. Okay. And here in red, you will see that you need to provide a link. So in this case, I will change a link name. Here is a link, right? And what is very important that for URL, you use full URL, meaning that this would create a flow would not work. You will need to provide as HTTPS. Now it will work. Okay. So once you have that, you can check if everything set up how you want, right? From setup perspective and from experience perspective. Okay. Once you have that and you're happy, you just click start automation. Okay, I already have automation created for that. But essentially you start automation and automation will be started, or you can save as draft. Last thing what I wanted to share with you is how to update or improve setup of your workspace and how to connect or reconnect or disconnect your Instagram account. So in order to do that, you need to go to top left, and here you will see in my logo. In your case will be your Instagram and your username. So in this case, I will click right here, and here you will see all the workspaces that you have and workspace settings. So in workspace settings, first thing what I can do is basically go to the general settings, and I can update the workspace name. In this case, let's say I want to remove the demo name. I press workspace update and the workspace updated. Then you can add the members. So basically multiple members can use the same workspace, and which is great when you have like multiple users for the same Instagram account. That might look in this way or slightly different depending on the time that you're watching this video. And the last thing and the most important thing is, if for any reason your Instagram account is disconnected, you need to go to workspace settings account and you need to refresh your permission. So the easiest way is just clicking right here and it's gonna refresh connection. Or for some reason, if you want to disconnect or reconnect, you can just click this button.